Hi, my name is Femi and I'll be doing the advanced question for chapter 5 through 8. So the question says, an insurance company estimates that it should make an annual profit of $150 on each homeowner's policy written, with a standard deviation of $6,000. What reasons may contribute to such a large standard deviation? Okay, so we know that most homes don't get damaged. Because it's just how it is. And the reason for a large standard deviation is every now and then you'll get a house that gets damaged. So this could be like from floods or from hurricanes or whatnot. So that's why it has a big standard deviations, because most homes don't have it, but there could be some homes that do result in a big suffer for the company. B. If it writes only 2 of these policies, what are the mean and standard deviation of the annual profit? Okay. So, in the question it said that the mean was 150. That can be our sample mean. But the standard deviation, however, is different. Since we only have two of these policies, it would just be, okay, so standard deviation of the sample equals the standard deviation of the population, which in this case is the annual profit of the company, over the square root of the number of people. So our standard deviation would be 6,000 over square root of 2, which when you plug it into your calculator says that the standard deviation is 4,242.64. That's your standard deviation for B. Okay. C. If it writes 10,000 of these policies, what are the mean and standard deviation of the annual profit? So the mean doesn't change on the sample size, but the standard deviation does. So our mean is still going to be 150. But our standard deviation changes. Using the same formula, we can see that the standard deviation equals 6,000 over square root of 10,000. Plug that into your calculator once I say the equation. Which gives us a standard deviation of 60. So that's our standard deviation for C. D. Is the company likely to be profitable? Explain. On the long run, yes, because as we can see here, the annual profit is $150 and the standard deviation is 6,000. So it already tells us that there's a positive annual profit, which means that they'll be making money on the long run. For example, the first year they might not make money, or they could even lose some, but that doesn't mean that will happen every single year. On the long run, they will be profitable. Because as the standard deviation goes down, so does the company. Basically, what this means is, as the sample size gets larger and larger, the standard deviation will be less. And in this case, the least your standard deviation means that you'll have a more likely chance of being profitable, because a large standard deviation could mean that you could get a negative number, but as we did in part C, the standard deviation was only 60 with 10,000 policies, so that states that as the sample mean goes up, the standard deviation will go down, which would mean ultimately that you would be profitable if you sold more. Thank you.